the final destination of the train. The final station.
Why should you wish to know this?
Because it must be recorded in the official report. All the trains come from somewhere and go to somewhere, but most are already explained in the timetable. But not this one, because it is the private train of Hubba Pasha.
Hubba Pasha.
You know that it is coming from London, by Calais. But where does it end?
Greece.
Greece, you say. But where in Greece?
Argos. Argos. A-R-G-O-S.
Zigiana, my dear, I have found the earring that you lost.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Pasha, but your train cannot leave at once. It must wait here till 2 hours, and then it can depart.
So we are to be stuck here for 2 hours?
That is correct. 2 hours, perhaps 3/4. Then your train can commence.
Now listen here. We cannot be delayed.
It is necessary.
Why? Pourquoi?
Because the line it must take is busy. Other trains must go first. The trains of La Belle France.
I suggest that you are just being over-officious, monsieur.
Oh, no, monsieur.
I suggest that the Pasha's needs are all important to you. I suggest that you will listen to my voice and will obey me. Obey me, you understand? Listen to me. Are you listening, monsieur? You will take steps to ensure that this train resumes its journey immediately. There will be no delay, not a single moment. You understand, monsieur?
It will leave at once, monsieur.
Good. You may go.
And then I shall wish for no further disturbance until morning. You understand?
Of course.
Then see to it, cousin.
Yes, Abdullah. What is it? What is this?
Oh, a simple case of jealousy. His Excellency asked Hubba Pasha to attend him. Sasha resented.
We kept waiting forever. Where is Lobisa?
There has been a slight disagreement, Your Excellency. All the ladies are so anxious to wait upon you that your choice has given rise to quarrels.
Let there be no more of this folly. Look to it, Cassandra. And you, Abdullah. And you too, cousin. Now bring Labushi to my cabin.
Monsieur believes in toujours la mort?
You were told not to come in here.
I have to have receipt.
All the boxes are on board? The boxes! They are all on board!
Oh, oui, 10, they're all on the train. Là aussi, s'il vous plaît, vous des pâtés and a truffle. To all the time faire la mort is necessary to manger bien, hein? Keep the strength up.
Get out! Decadent swine. Oh, yes, what is it? Psst, Lady Zigiana? What about her?
You want me, chérie?
Telegram. Cable wire, savez-vous? Urgent. Très urgent. Urgent for post office. Pour vous.
That's it. Either he sends a message or he doesn't, dear old man. Well, sooner or later you had to take a chance on someone. Maybe a while before the train stops again. We could be going through Germany or Austria. At least the frogs are on our side during the war.
Thank you, Felina. It is for you. I told the Pasha you had sore throat and asked if you could have your meals in here.
Oh, thanks, Cassandra. I won't forget this.
I have decided that I shall help you. I like you, plain tinker. And I think your Mr. Blake must be a good man.
You are an angel. Perfect angel.
Come in.
Excuse me, Mr. Blake, but I cannot sleep for thinking of you.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, I worry about you. You are quite safe?
Yes. Why shouldn't I be?
Mr. Tinker said there was a curse which could bring sudden death to anyone who tampered with the mummy or the papers.
Sudden death can come from many causes, my dear. Still, I'm touched by your concern.
As long as you are safe.
Don't you worry about me. Off you go back to bed.
And thank you again for helping me.
Good night, and sleep well.
Good night, Mr. Blake.
Do you wish any more tea, sir?
No, thank you, Mrs. Bardell. You may remove the tray.
It's got very chilly in here.
Yes. Sudden drop in the temperature. Did you hear the weather forecast on the wireless?
No, I didn't. I can't get anything on the wireless tonight except crackling noises. Something wrong with it. There's something wrong with Pedro as well.
What's wrong with him?
Well, he won't come up here tonight. He looks frightened to me. It's not for me to say, sir, but I think it's because that young lady is here.
He's never been frightened of young ladies before.
Well, something's frightened him.
Lack of servant said it was cold in the professor's room. Oh, come on now, chap. Get a grip on yourself. There has to be a rational explanation for these, phenomena.
You are troubled, cousin?
In order to find the marvel, we must extract the clue to its whereabouts from the mummy. But suppose we cannot find that clue?
We shall find it, my expert shall. Did not the professor in London find it before he died?
Yes. I wish he had lived to tell us.
We have the papyri. We shall find it. The secret lies there, somewhere in the mummy.
And so is the curse, still there. We'll kill the professor.
Sure, the professor was a meddler. I am the chosen one. The god shall give a sign of it at the sacrifice of the Virgin. Then you and all my followers shall see and hear it.
So be it, great Pasha.
So will it be, cousin. Now I shall return to bed.
Excellency! Excellency! I am not quite happy about our virgin, Zigiana.
Cassandra says she gives no trouble.
Abdullah is of a different mind.
Abdullah is too eager to please you with his sense of duty ever since his blundering in London.
He does not lie, cousin. No one is more loyal to you.
Cassandra tells me all is well with Zigiana apart from a sore throat.
Cassandra is a woman. I have noticed of late her maternal instincts grow stronger. She could be deceived by one so young.
What has Abdullah reported to you?
In London, he caught Zigiana talking on the telephone. It could have been to Sexton Blake. He gave her his address in the hotel in my very presence.
That is not her only suspicious action. When we were telling that French railway mountebank where the train was going, she was outside the door with all the appearances of eavesdropping.
You have spoken to Cassandra of this?
According to her, Zigiana had lost an earring.
You don't believe her?
I think, to be safe, cousin, we should make further inquiry.
What manner of inquiries?
If your excellency will permit me to talk to
No,
Zigiana...
cousin, I will not permit you. She is too precious to be subjected to your methods of inquiry.
But mighty Pasha...
We both of us are to remember that Zigiana is to be absolutely whole of mind and body if she is to be acceptable as a sacrifice to the god Chemos.
But if she's betraying us to Sexton Blake...
You think she is betraying us?
We cannot afford to take it for granted she isn't, Excellency.
In a few hours, Sexton Blake will be dead.
Our plans for his demise have failed before. I do not say that they will on this occasion.
This time he will die.
Well, even so, cousin, it would ease our mind if we knew what, if anything, Zigiana had told him. I could extract the information without her knowing she'd been asked.
Very well. I go to her in the morning. But use her with respect. The only weapon you will use will be your eyes.
There's still no telegram from Tinker, Mrs. Bardell. Express letter, perhaps, huh?
No, sir. Not yet.
Is Zigiana awake?
Yes, I believe so, sir. I did knock at her door, as you said. I hope you haven't worked all night for nothing.
That's pretty well. I can't make head or tail of the professor's notes. They all seem to be in some sort of code.
Well, you'll decompose them, sir. You always do.
Yes.
What you need now is a good, solid breakfast. Put the strength back into you.
They come in? Oh, come in. We're just waiting for you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. No, not there, miss, if you don't mind. You'll please sit here. I'll be ready to serve in just a minute.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Bardell.
I do not think she likes me.
Of course she does. She's just not used to having a young lady in the house, that's all.
Especially one dressed as I am.
Yes, well, we must do something about that.
Tell me, why not that chair?
Oh, that's Tinker's chair. She's very fond of Tinker.
Where's Pedro?
He's downstairs having his breakfast with the cat. Did you sleep well?
Not very well. All the time I think of Master Tinker. There is still no telegram from him.
Not yet.
I hope he is safe. Did you find from the papers what the marvel is?
No, I only know that it brings power to the one who finds it, so it's be a bad thing for the world if it falls into the Pasha's hands.
But what can we do to stop him? We do not even know where he is.
Oh, we soon will. Today we'll hear from Tinker. He always turns up trumps.
Turn up trumps? That is the same as come through with the goods.
Yes, well done. You remembered. Yes, Tinker always brings home the bacon. And this occasion will be no exception.
Sonny?
Do not be afraid, my dear. I do not come to harm you.
I have a soft throat. It may be catching.
There is something I must know, Zigiana.
No?
Look into my eyes. You'll see I am your friend, Zigiana. You have nothing to fear. Now, you will tell me. Have you been in touch with Sexton Blake?
Sexton Blake?
You know the gentleman I mean. You met him in London in the hotel outside the lift. Are you in his confidence, Zigiana? I want the truth, to hear it and to see it. Come, unmask your pretty face and tell me the truth.
What are you doing in here, Madame Abbé?
I have come at His Excellency's command. Be gone, woman.
Leave Zigiana alone.
I tell you, I'm here to do what His Excellency commands of me.
And I tell you that unless you leave Zigiana alone, I will tell the Pasha that you have tried to insult her and to shame him.
You would not dare tell such lies.
He knows of your past. He would believe me.
I'm only trying to ensure that Zigiana is what we believe her to be and fit for the role she must assume.
She is in every way fitted for whatever role the Pasha may have for her. Now leave her to have peace and kindness while yet she may.
You came just in the nick of time, Cassandra. I was almost a goner. What will Marama Bey tell the Pasha?
Well, the Bey has done shameful things in the past of which I reminded him. He will probably keep silence.
Cassandra, what was that you were saying about my role? Zigiana's role?
Tinker. Plain tinker. Zigiana was purchased by the Pasha to be a sacrifice.
A sacrifice?
I overheard the Pasha talking with Marama Bey.
Did you hear them say where the sacrifice is to take place?
A place called Lerneos, in Greece. There is a temple there.
All the trimmings, eh? I'm in what you might call a tight spot, Cassandra.
There's only one way out. You must escape. I will help you.
No. No, I can't do that.
Oh, but you must. I was prepared to suffer for Zigiana, and I'm now prepared to suffer for you.
No, Cassandra, not after you've been such a brick. No, we'll stick this out together. I'll stay put. He'll be there when the governor turns up.
You will have to travel very fast. Perhaps Mr. Blake has not even got your message.
Oh, come on, cheerful. Being cheerful means half the battle's won, as my old mum used to say.
Plain tinker. You are so brave.
You have fed the snake?
I feed him. What is that?
It is a present for Mr. Sexton Blake.
The one who tied me up with rope?
Yes, like a goat for the sacrifice.
Why you give him present?
When the British die, their spirits go to kingdom come. This will send Mr. Sexton Blake there, in little pieces. Oh, you are a goat. It is a bomb.
Bomb?
Is it not pretty, Mr. Blake? Oh, I cannot thank you enough for all these beautiful clothes.
There's certainly an improvement. You did very well, Mrs. Bardell.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Bardell.
I just did as you asked me to, sir. I'm glad the things please you and Miss... whatever her name is.
But they are very beautiful. I am sorry. You must think that I have no heart, that I do not think of Mr. Tinker, but I do.
We know that. What the devil's the matter with Pedro? What's in this parcel, Mrs. Bardell? Some delicacy you've been buying?
Well, it's not my parcel, sir. It's for you.
For me?
Yeah, a man delivered it just as I arrived home.
Who delivered it?
Well, a man. Like someone out of a pantomime. I expect it's some paraphernalia from that juggling and conjuring shop you sometimes go to.
Get down. Get down, both of you. What did you say the chap who delivered it looked like?
Well, he was in fancy dress, like I said, sir. Sort of Alice Sesame and the 40 Barbers, if you know what I mean. He had a great beaky nose and a very dark skin.
Yes, I think I know our well-wisher.
Shall be at the Yugoslav border, mighty Pasha.
You have put Zigiana to the test?
Yes.
Well? What is your opinion now, Maremma Bey?
I am now sure that all is well.
He did not betray me to Sexton Blake.
No, I was mistaken.
There are times when you are a great fool, cousin. When do we arrive in Argos?
Tomorrow, shortly after dawn.
You are certain all has been arranged?
Yes, the cars will be waiting at the station to take your excellency and the rest of us to the temple.
Then, at midnight, the sacrifice will be made, and Kemas will reward me by opening the eyes of my experts, and they will find the secret of the papyri, and I shall be... I shall be omnipotent, Lord of the universe.
Yes?
Electricity company. We're changing the meters in this road. I'll do yours now, sir.
Please, we do not eat meat here.
No, not meat, sir. Meters. It records how much electricity you use.
Ah, you have permit?
Oh.
You wait here, go and talk to my master.
No, I spoke to him on the telephone the other day, sir. He said it would be all right to call now.
You speak to him on phone?
Oh, yes. It was him who told me this special knock. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known it, and you wouldn't have opened the door now, would you?
You come with me, please.
Is it from Mr. Tinker?
I don't know, miss. I've known it.
Oh, but you must. Mr. Blake told you to if a telegram came in his absence.
I daren't open it, miss, in case it isn't from him.
You must be brave, Mrs. Bartell, like Mr. Tinker.
Yes, I must. Hallelujah! It is from him. The Lord be praised.
What does he say?
Destination, Argos, Greece, Toodaloo, Tinker.
May I see it, please?
Toodaloo, Tinker. I like him.
Argos, Greece. That is very far away. And the telegram was sent last night from Beauvais. That is near Paris. Oh, they have a big start. A very big start if we are to catch them.
Take a word of advice, laddie. Find yourself some new friends. Stick with the ones you have now, and you'll end up in dire trouble. There you are. Sexton Blake at your service.
Nira kavarnone hardande hardove Nila kavarnone hardande hardove Nila.
One false move and you're a dead priest. Now, make that thing go back into its basket. Put the lid on. Now then, who gave you that bomb?
Bomb?
Who are you? I'm the gentleman to whom you delivered it this morning, with my housekeeper as witness that you delivered it. The judge will give you life, perhaps even death.
I did not want to do it. I was threatened, and even then I did not know what was inside the parcel.
You know, I might just believe you. I might be forgiving this once if you'll tell me a few things I want to know.
I am yours to command, Master.
Well, first, this cult of yours. What's the name of your god? Horus, is that it?
Horus, or Zohorobacus.
Or
sometimes by his old name, the fallen seraph Chemos.
Hubba Pasha thinks he's the chosen one of the god, is that it? Now, he left yesterday morning. Where's he going? He's going to a place called Linnaeus. Now, where's that?
There is a temple there. A virgin is to be sacrificed to the god.
What? So that's it. Lucky Zigiana, poor tinker.
Ever loved of Horus, partaker of the spirit of Chemos, come to my aid, O snake, and save the servant of Horus, the god. O snake, destroy mine enemy!
Destination Argos, Greece, Toodaloo Tinker. Sent from Paris. By golly, it was handed in yesterday. We'd been quicker to send it by pigeon.
You're not blaming the boy for the way he sent it, are you, sir?
No, Mrs. Bardell.
Maybe he couldn't find a pigeon.
Yes, well, being on a train,
It's the telegram
I
company
suppose...
that's in default, not Master Tinker.
Well, that's what I meant, Mrs. Bardell.
Oh?
More or less.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, I'm sorry I spoke, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Bardell. Now, let's work it out. When will they arrive in Argos? London to Greece by train. Say 3 days. They left yesterday morning. That means they'll arrive on Thursday morning. The question is, when is the sacrifice due to take place?
Sacrifice?
You were brought to be a sacrifice to the god Chemos.
You mean they were going to kill me?
I'm afraid so, in some gruesome fashion, I have no doubt. Wait a minute. Thursday is Halloween.
Halloween?
One of the biggest occult festivals. The Druids used to call it Samhain. They marked it by making a human sacrifice. But that means the sacrifice will take place on Thursday, the day they arrive, presumably sometime around midnight.
Poor Mr. Tinker. When the Pasha finds out he is not me.
Now, we must get there before he does. I had hoped for more time.
We can never get there in time to save him.
We must. We must. Before he's called upon to take off that yashmak. When that moment comes, Tinker is as good as dead.